Why do embedded Excel objects make Word files so large? Imagine working on a report and adding a small table from Excel. You double-click to edit it, and suddenly your Word file balloons in size. Why does that happen? Let's find out. When you insert an Excel object into a Word document, the entire worksheet or part of it is stored inside the Word file. This isn't just a tiny image or a link. It's a full copy of the Excel data, including all formulas, formatting, and hidden information. That's why the file gets so much bigger. There are two ways to add Excel data to Word. Embedding means inserting the whole worksheet directly into the document. It becomes a standalone mini Excel file inside Word. Linking, on the other hand, just creates a reference to the original Excel file. The Word document then displays the data but doesn't store all the details. Linking keeps the file size smaller but requires access to the original Excel file to update the data. When you embed an Excel worksheet, Word saves everything. It stores cell values, formulas, cell styles, colors, borders, and even charts or pivot tables if you include them. This makes the embedded object a complete mini Excel workbook inside your Word file. If the embedded worksheet has many formulas or complex formatting, it takes up more space. Even a small range of cells can add a lot of size if the data is rich or detailed. Every time you add another embedded Excel object, the Word file size increases. This is because each embedded object is a full copy of the data and all its features. If you double-click to edit the embedded worksheet, Word opens Excel inside the program, which also adds to the file size. This is because Word needs to store all the Excel functions and data to allow editing. From a practical point of view, if you want to keep your Word files smaller, it's better to use linked objects instead of embedding. Linking is ideal for large or frequently changing data because it keeps the Word file lean. But if you need the data to stay static and not depend on the original Excel file, embedding is the way to go. Just remember, embedding makes the Word document bigger because it's storing the entire Excel worksheet inside. You can also reduce file size by resizing embedded objects, but this only changes how they look on the page. It doesn't reduce the actual stored data. Cropping or showing only part of the embedded worksheet doesn't cut down the size either, because the entire object is still stored inside. To really cut down the size, you can remove unnecessary sheets or data from the Excel file before embedding. Or, if editing isn't needed, convert the embedded object into a static image or table. In short, embedded Excel objects make Word files large because they contain a full copy of the Excel worksheet, including all formulas, formatting, and features. Unlike linked objects or simple pasted data, embedded objects carry all the Excel information inside the Word document. This is an important thing to remember when copying data between Excel and Word, especially if you want to keep your files manageable in size.